one smile can erase a frown. Imagine what two can do. Turn it up. Hey. And if one voice can change a heart, imagine what two can do. Turn it up. Hey. Hey. The time is now, no time to wait. Turn up the love, turn down the hate. Turn up the love, turn down the hate. The time is now, no need to wait. Turn up the love, speakers vibrate. Turn up the weekend. Make the world move. Come on and make the world move. Spinning faster, rolling round. That means the future sound.
Hey boys and girls, welcome back to another week of Project Move Live, where we are bringing you the latest and greatest in your homes. This week we have some really great tutorial videos and exercise videos for you to do while you are in the comfort of your own home. Hopefully these will be some easy things for you to get a hold of. Hopefully you don't have to go out to the store and buy too many different things. Hopefully you have some of those things right in your homes already.
All right, guys, so usually we start off with academics. Phase 4 ends this Friday, which is May 22nd. If you missed our broadcast last week on Wednesday, we went over all of the grade levels and their Phase 4 assignments. We also reposted those videos on Friday for each individual grade. So if you are still working on Phase 4 and need some help, go look at the videos. You can see all of them again for grades 6, 7, and 8. Round 5 packet pickup will begin on Tuesday, May 27th, just like before, 3 to 5 p.m. And then the following day will be 9 to 11 a.m. right at Salisbury Middle School.
All right, so our first segment for this week, some of you might really enjoy this. I know I will. Growing up, my mom always instilled in us the love of music. So we have Miss Morris with our first segment this week. It's called Name That Tune. Let's see how well you know your tunes. How many can you name? Let's see.
Welcome to Name That Tune with Miss Morris. Yep, you got it right. Now listen, I know we've been apart from each other, but I know that you've been listening to music non-stop. All of the TikToks, all of the YouTube videos, I know that you're on your music game right now. So what we're gonna do is we're going to name that tune. That's right. I'm going to play 5 different selections, and you're only gonna get 15 seconds. I think that's too easy. I'm only gonna give you 10 seconds to name that tune, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the musical selections for you for only 10 seconds. And then I want you to write the answers down in the comment section, okay? Do you think you can handle that? I hope you can, because the challenge begins now. Hey! I wanna make sure I'm right. Hey! Hey! Now, if you get stuck on any of the musical selections played, I want you to go back and listen to those 10 seconds again. Okay, and then go ahead and comment below in the comment section. Give us your answer. Have fun. Song selection number 1. Song selection number 2. number 4.
You hear that about me? Talking all like the Saturday mouth about me. I beg you, don't listen. I beg you, just hear me, believe me.
Here's your last selection. Selection number 5.
Don't you wanna dance with me?
All right, thank you, Miss Morris, for Name That Tune. Miss Morris, now one of our guidance counselors, but used to be a music teacher, and we can see that there with her video. So next we have Crafting with the Couch with Miss Timmons and Miss Hershey. They are presenting today how to grow a rainbow.
All right, hey guys. This week we're going to be showing you how to grow a rainbow.
Yours is cool.
You can see Miss Hershey's and you can see mine, but we're going to kind of show you how to get to this point today. So Miss Hershey, do you want to start them off?
Yes, so what you're gonna need to be able to do this are 2 glasses of water that are really cool. You're gonna need highlighters or some type of markers. They can be permanent markers, so it does not work with Sharpies. And you're gonna need a paper towel.
So a half sheet of paper towel, right, Miss Hershey?
Yes, so what you're gonna do with your paper towel is you are going to fold it in half. And then actually what I did, just to make the process a little quicker, I literally just ripped down the center. So we're using half a paper towel. Fold it in half. All right, and then you're gonna pick a color, any color you want. If you're going with rainbow colors, typically you would start with red. It really doesn't matter, you can use whatever color you want. And you are going to color the corner of your paper towel. So just like this. And then with the same color, you color the opposite. I'm going to color across from on the other corner. So you should have something just like this. After you've done this, you're gonna pick a different color. Go with orange. And you're gonna color underneath that one. So right underneath those 2 dots, you're gonna use your next color. It doesn't matter how big you make them, how small, how many colors you use. You can use whatever colors you want. Just make sure that you get it nice and colored in so that you can run through the paper towel. And then you're gonna go ahead and finish up those sides using whatever colors you want. Again, you can have as many as you want, as few as you want. You can try to do designs if you want to.
That's what I tried to do. So I went with our traditional rainbow colors, just because those were the colors I've already had out. I tried to put like a little wave in mine, only because I'm curious to see how my rainbow will grow without it just being the straight box. So as you can see, I used a few more different colors than Miss Hershey, but again, it doesn't matter. Use as many colors as you want, use whatever colors as you want in any type of order. So when Miss Hershey's finished, we'll show you the next step of how you're actually going to grow this rainbow.
All right, so after you have your paper colored, you're going to take both of your glasses of water. I put mine so close that they're touching just because my paper towel is so tiny. If you have a longer one, you can spread them out a little bit. The point is so that both ends are inside of the water. So you're going to take your paper towel, you're going to put one side in one cup and one side in the other cup. And if you watch it closely, you can see the colors start to move throughout.
I'm trying to move my laptop so you can see my one side is really moving across. And you just see the color spread. It didn't stay in my little design I made, but it's definitely working.
Now, the longer you wait, the more the colors are going to touch. If you notice that so I did 2 of these earlier. And this one, my orange didn't completely close because I didn't wait long enough. If I left it in there longer, it would have closed. With this one, again, the orange is still a little open, but it's definitely closed in the other one.
And I think it depends on how much ink you use when you color the paper towel. I know it's not easy to color your paper towel, but the more ink that you put on each of those little colored portions, I think is how quickly the ink will move across the paper towel when it's in the water. So I'm gonna take mine out. So here's my rainbow. And I actually took it out a little bit too soon. I think I didn't use enough yellow because it didn't spread across all the way in the middle. But here it is with the rainbow colors.
Now, when you take it out, it might be nice to put it on a plate or another napkin or something because it will make a little bit of a mess. And then you're just gonna let it sit and dry. Now, when mine's completely dry, I plan on writing a little quote or something on there and then putting it on my fridge. Do you have any plans, Miss Timmons?
I actually really like that idea. I might do the same thing. Maybe write the Timmons on it and I can put it on my fridge. Or maybe. But yeah, I would wait for it to dry fully because if you don't, you might tear the paper towel. So then you'll have to start your process all over again.
All right, guys, we'll tune in next week. We miss you.
We'll see you next week. Miss Hershey and Miss Timmons for teaching us how to grow a rainbow at home. So, boys and girls, you don't have to wait for it to rain outside to make your own rainbow. Hopefully there's some gold at the end of it too. So, next up, we have Miss Schwarn. She's going to take us outside so we can go on a little adventure. So, get ready to get up off of your couch and move on outside for a little nature travels as we look for different things around our neighborhood.
All right, let's check out Miss Schwarn's video.
Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Schwarn and Charlie. Today I'm sending you on a scavenger hunt through your neighborhood. Don't go too far. Bring a sibling with you. Grab a pad of paper and a pencil. And whenever you find one of the items on the scavenger hunt, one of the things, maybe it could be a basketball hoop, a squirrel in a tree, a blue garage door, go ahead and check it off. See how many you can find and maybe keep score. Maybe if you have another sibling who wants to do it separate from you, that would be kind of fun. Another scavenger hunt I created was a sketch scavenger hunt, where you grab a piece of paper, a pad of paper, make yourself a little sketchbook, if you will, and go through step by step, page by page, and look through some of the items that you will find in your house that you can sketch. Something might be find something red, something that holds, that has a lid, something that you can sit on. So it could be anything. It could be a beanbag chair. I think I've put my dog to sleep. Anyway, just something fun to do. Hopefully when you get outside, it's a nice sunny day. It's pretty windy today. Enjoy. When you want to do these, go ahead and stop video and maybe take a picture of it so you have it in your phone while you're sketching or walking through the neighborhood. Be safe. Bring a family member. Maybe make a little game of it, see how many people can find, and then bring it back to the family and see who won, who was the one who found all the things on sheet 1 or sheet 2. Anyway, have a good time. I'm going to put the dog to bed now. It's her nap time. And I will talk to you soon. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Schwarn, so much for bringing us on that treasure hunt. Again, make sure that you go outside at some point when it's nice weather. And if you choose to do the scavenger hunt with your families, just make sure you stay safe. Make sure you have somebody with you. And like she said, make it a little game, make it competitive, and see who can find what first. So we are going to do round 3 with Miss Bullock, looking at hand lettering. She's going to be combining cursive and print to kind of give it a little shake up with the hand lettering tutorials. So we're going to check out Miss Bullock now.
Hey, it's Miss Bullock, and we have hand lettering techniques. Today we're going to do stacking. We're combining non-cursive letters with cursive letters. All right? So you never want to do all cursive or all non-cursive when you're making a hand-lettered piece or poster. You want to combine to create that hand-lettered artwork piece. So today we're going to do the words, "Are you ready to move?" So you want to go online and you want to pick out your best quote. You can just type in quotes about puppy dogs, quotes about love. All right, I like to use several different colors to go with my stacking technique. So today I'm going to start with blue on the top. Now I've chosen to balance them out in the middle. I'm going to do "Are you" for my first line, "Ready" for my second line, "To" for my third line, and "Move" for my last line. All right, I'm going to start with my non-cursive, cursive, non-cursive, cursive. I like to use cursive to bring out the important words like ready and move. Okay? And remember, you want to press down and then tip for up or over. Tip, press. Press and, okay, are you? I'm going to switch colors for effect. And we're going to do cursive. I like to make words like with or and or to kind of smaller and less significant, but stacked right in the middle. All right. And since I haven't used blue in a while, let's use it. We're going to do cursive again. All right, give it a try, guys.
Thank you so much, Miss Bolick, but I'm kind of confused. Do I need to use my right hand and left hand to make the letter? I don't know. But Miss Bolick is going to have you all getting this done really well. Up next, we have Miss Mertz, you know, the one and only over here. She's going to teach us how to make our own bread, our own dough out of 2 different ingredients. Yes, I said 2 ingredients. And you can make all kinds of things out of it. You can make bagels, you can make pretzels, you can make muffins, anything that requires dough, you can make it, and it only requires 2 ingredients. Miss Mertz, show us what you got.
All right. Hey families, it's Miss Mertz coming live to you from my kitchen once again. So last week I brought you a recipe that only required 3 ingredients, and this week I'm coming back with only 2. So this is called 2-ingredient dough. It is so simple to make. Both of the ingredients are very inexpensive, and it's super versatile in what you can do with it. All right, so let's talk about our ingredients. We have self-rising flour and we have Greek yogurt. I would say I maybe spent about $2.50 for the both of these. Obviously, the self-rising flour will last you a lot longer than the Greek yogurt will. But again, what's really nice about this recipe is that it's inexpensive to make. You can make it multiple times with the stuff that you have, and you know exactly what's in it. Those pre-made pizza crusts that you see at the store are sometimes like $4 or $5. This, again, you can make so many different times. You just have to replace your Greek yogurt for when it goes bad. So the self-rising flour, it must be self-rising. If you have all-purpose flour at home, that's okay. All you want to do is add 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 3/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. It is required to have Greek yogurt. You can't have normal yogurt. You want to have Greek, and that's going to help create kind of the thickness of the dough. So those are the ingredients, really simple. All you need for this is going to be a mixing bowl. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to make bagels with mine, but you can make pizza, you can make cinnamon rolls, you can make pretzel bites. There's many different things you can use this dough for. I'm going to attempt to make bagels because it's nighttime, something for tomorrow morning for breakfast. So you want to get your mixing bowl ready as well as your measuring cup. Again, really easy. 1 cup flour and 1 cup of Greek yogurt to make 2-ingredient dough. If you have a KitchenAid mixer like I have here, you can use the dough hook, but I'm going to use my hands and knead it. So you can see I have my little assistant with me. Right now I have a 1/2 cup of flour in there. I'm going to do my other 1/2 cup right there. And I'm going to go ahead and do my cup of Greek yogurt. 1/2 cup. And another 1/2 cup. So the 2 cups, the single cups that I had seem to equal about a 1/2 cup each. But if you have extra, you can always throw it into a smoothie or something like that and add the benefits of Greek yogurt. So you can see I have my 2 ingredients, again, 1 cup and 1 cup. All right, so you're just gonna go ahead and mix these 2 together. You can already see the dough is forming. So just keep mixing. So one thing I heard about this dough is that it should be what they call tacky and not sticky. So it's not really sticking to my hands very much or the spoon. But you want to stir and knead it for about 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and knead the dough instead of stirring it. So you want to knead the dough with basically your knuckles. And I kind of knuckle it and then fold it over, as you can see. Again, you want to make sure your hands were clean before you did this. I washed mine right before. And what I've heard is that the dough should be tacky. So if you notice, I don't really have a lot attached to my hands, which is good. You don't really want it to be sticky. You want it to be tacky. So you want to do this for about 2 minutes. But you can see it's a dough. So once you've kneaded it, you want to let it stand for 5 minutes. All right, so your dough is setting for 5 minutes. And while that's doing that, you wanna think, what are you going to make with it? So I'm gonna make bagels tonight with mine. The only extra ingredients I need are an egg and some water and some salt for an egg wash, as well as your favorite toppings. I am going to use my favorite Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. If you haven't had it, it's the best. You don't have to get at Trader Joe's. I got this big old one from Marshall's. I've seen it at Walmart. But you can use poppy seeds, sesame seeds, garlic, whatever you like for your bagels. So I'm gonna go ahead and start those. I'm gonna need to put my oven at 375, as well as line a baking sheet with some parchment paper. All right, so I have a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, sprayed with cooking spray. I have my dough. I'm gonna break it up into 4 different pieces to create 4 bagels and roll them into oval shapes. So I have 4 separate ones. What I'm gonna do is take my thumb and put it through the middle to create the hole. As you can see here, I'm gonna take my egg wash, brush it over the bagels, and then I'm gonna go use my everything bagel seasoning. So they are in the oven. I got it set for about 20 minutes. All right, so they look and smell awesome. I'm actually gonna go ahead and up this to 450 for about 4 to 5 minutes. Just get them brown on top. All right, guys, so that is the browning after 5 minutes. These look so awesome. I am so excited to try them. As you can see, it was so easy to make. 2 ingredients, 1 cup of each, and you have these amazing looking bagels at home. Or again, you can use it to make pizza dough. You can make pretzel bites, cinnamon rolls. Anything you look up online, if you do 2 ingredient dough, you'll find that people have really taken advantage of this and made many different recipes. I hope you guys enjoy them. Stay safe. All right, guys, so if you try the recipe, let us know in the comments. Again, only requires 2 ingredients. Super versatile. You can make so many different things with the 2 ingredient dough. So next we have Miss Schul continuing with Don't Throw It Away. And this week she's going to teach you a little bit something different. She's going to be teaching you how to make homemade applesauce with the apples that you already have in your home. So here is Miss Schul with Don't Throw It Away for episode 3.
Hi, Miss Schul here from Salisbury Middle's Project Move segment, Don't Throw It Away. Have you ever had any apples that are getting soft and you don't want to eat them for your lunch? Well, don't throw them away. We're going to make some applesauce today. Let's check in on that romaine lettuce, those bottom parts that normally you would throw away. Don't throw it away because look, here's our romaine lettuce. This is the one we planted last week. We're going to have enough for a whole salad or 2 soon. All right, let's get some old apples and let's make some applesauce. Okay, the first thing you want to do, of course, is to wash your apples. I've already done that. And you need a cutting board and a paring knife. A paring knife just means that it's a smaller knife. Like here's a regular steak knife. And you don't necessarily have to have one. I just find it easier. And of course, ask permission from your parents or guardians before you start using a sharp knife like this. And I'm just gonna show you how to get the skin off. Okay, so the way I do it is there's no right way. You can do it any way you want to get the skin off. And I just kind of start at the top and I just slowly go around in a circle. And then I kind of start dipping down, and you just want to get the thin top layer off. Okay, so I've got all of my apples peeled and I'm going to use this apple corer, and again, you don't have to have one. I'm just going to show you how it works. So you just put the circle over top of the core and you push down. You can get these at the dollar store or Walmart, and then you pull them out, and then that's just less that you have to cut off of the core. And then you just pour the core, and then I'm just going to dice these up. And if you see any brown spots, like this one, I'm just gonna cut that off and discard that as well. And then if you don't have an apple core, no problem. Just watch your fingers and cut. I usually cut just 4 times on the outside of the core. And then there's your core. Toss that out, and now you can just slice this up in smaller pieces. Okay, so I have gotten all of my apples off of their core. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take off brown spots, or if there's any parts of the core that's in there, the hard part. But you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. The great thing about applesauce is that you're going to cut it all up, small pieces, mash it all up, and it's going to taste good no matter what. And the reason why you actually want to use softer apples that are actually kind of not the ones you would probably eat with your lunch is because that's when apples start getting soft and start turning brown is when their sugars start breaking down, and that's what makes them sweeter to cook with. So the softer the apple, the better for applesauce. And now I'm just going to dice these up into as small of pieces as possible. You can maybe take a few pieces together. So if you have a couple pieces like this, you might want to make them thinner and then dice them this way, and watch your fingers. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, we're just going to mash this all up into the pot to make applesauce. Okay, now that my apples are in here, I'm gonna put just a little bit of water in the pan just to cover the bottom. So just like 1, 2, 3, maybe the count of 3. And then I'm gonna put them on here and we're gonna let them cook until they're soft, maybe about 5 to 8 minutes, depending on how many apples you put in there. When they start to get soft, I'm gonna use this, or it's a mashed potato masher, or you can use a fork, and then we're just gonna start mashing. But I'm gonna go ahead and put a lid on it and let it cook till maybe the water starts to boil, about 5 to 8 minutes. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes and the water is boiling in here, so be careful of the hot steam. You can see it's boiling. I'm just gonna pull it off and see if they're soft yet. So they're barely soft. When I'm mashing them, they're not really doing anything, so I'm gonna put it back on. I am gonna turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down to medium. Give it another 3 to 5 minutes and then we'll check on it. Okay, it's been another 3 minutes. I'm gonna take that off and start mashing. Still need some more time. Okay, it's been another 10 minutes. So this time the top of my lid's probably hot, so I'm gonna use an oven mitt. I'm gonna pull the whole thing off. Take that lid off. Oh, they're soft now. Oh, it's really nice and soft, and I'm just mashing it up with this masher. See, and you're just gonna keep mashing. You can see it's starting to look like applesauce. That's good for me. I like mine a little chunky. So what I'm gonna do now is, you don't have to add anything, but I have some brown sugar here. I'm just gonna add a little bit, like that's maybe a teaspoon. I'm gonna add a teaspoon. I'm gonna mix it up. And if you don't like your applesauce this chunky, you can use a fork and mash it to be finer. I like mine a little chunky, so I'm just gonna stir it up. Cinnamon. And if you don't like cinnamon, you don't have to put it on. I'm just gonna put a little dash on the top. And mix it up. And now I'm gonna try it. Ooh, it's hot. Hopefully it's good. Warm applesauce is very good. And if you don't like it warm, just put all this in a container and put it in the refrigerator. Enjoy.
And go.
Thanks so much, Ms. Schul, for teaching us how to make our very own applesauce. Now I don't have to buy it from the store. I love some applesauce, especially with lots and lots of cinnamon. All right, our last video for this week is a little workout. So what we did this week is, instead of having a tutorial, we've actually talked you through exactly what you need to do in like a PowerPoint form. So each screen is going to show you what exactly you're going to be doing. And like always, even when we're at school, we like to end Project Move moving. We like to move. We always say Project Move, it requires you to move. So want to end this out with you moving. So our very last video is some exercises for you to do at home.
And all of these exercises take 5 minutes each, and you don't need any equipment. Let's work out.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. More than never, ever, after work is over. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour.
guys. So that is the end of episode 3 for Project Move Live. We will be back again next Wednesday at 4 with our 4th broadcast.
As always, check us out each evening at 7 o'clock p.m. where we are listening to our very own Miss Redden read to us each night, as well as checking us out periodically throughout the week as we post different segments from our weekly broadcast that we bring to you each week. As always, we love you guys. We miss you very much. We hope you enjoy our videos. Always, always, always like, comment, share with as many people as you can. We want this to reach as many people as we can while we're home during this time so that you can enjoy your time with your family as well as getting up and being able to move and interact with each other each week.
All right, guys. So we look forward to seeing you back next week. Stay safe and have a great weekend.
All right. See you guys. See you girls.